Yeah, just a quick update on the fire. Obviously, the fire is out. We're still working to overhaul. All staff has been accounted for. We're currently working through a list of patients who were seen here today so we can get an accounting of them. All the utilities have been secured to the building at this point in time. We're starting to de-escalate the incident. And then if you guys have any questions, we'd be more than happy to answer them.
So just to confirm, those 4 people who were unaccounted for, they have all been tracked down, and all 40 people who were inside the building at the time are safe, correct?
All 40 people who were reported to be working here today have been accounted for and are safe, correct?
Do you know what happened with the gas leak, the cause of this, how this happened?
No, we're still looking into that. Our marshal's office is working with the state fire marshal's office, building department, and then the utility companies to try to figure out what the cause of the leak was.
But you all were in this building before and ultimately caught fire. Can you explain that for us?
The first two company, Engine Company 5, was on scene when the explosion took place, yes.
Why were they here?
They were called for a odor of gas in the building.
And how long were they here before it ultimately caught fire?
That's not clear to me at this point in time. It was minutes.
And then do you know how many of your folks were in there when it caught fire? I understand a certain number were hurt, but how many resources were in there at the time?
There was only a single resource on scene at that point in time. The two companies were responding. The second company had not arrived on scene yet.
And were most of the people that work here or in this building able to get out because of the smell? Did that give them a heads up to get out?
I'm not sure how they got out, but they were all able to evacuate as far as we can tell.
And in terms of the 3 firefighters who were transported, any update on how they're doing?
One has been released from the hospital. 2 will be held overnight. All injuries are considered to be non-life-threatening.
Can you talk about how extensive this fire was after the explosion? I mean, how big was this for people that don't know?
So it was a 4-alarm fire, which is pretty significant for the city. That brings all of our resources to the scene, as well as resources from our mutual aid partners.
And just on that note, just the elements that they're working in, you're running a lot of hose. It's like
Yep.
a half mile of hose here.
Yep.
I don't know what it is. Can you just talk about that, please?
Yeah, so the cold weather, obviously all the elements causes us to work a little slower, have to work a little harder. They overcame a couple of dead hydrants to establish water supply. We need a large amount of water to put the fire out. So extensive operation.
And then challenges with battling a fire that's from a gas leak, so a constant source. Could you talk about that?
Yeah, we need to wait for Liberty Utilities to get on scene to shut the supply off. So basically shut the gas off in the street. So.
Challenges with water? Why pulling for so far away?
We had one dead hydrant, but we're looking into the cause of that if it was frozen or whatever, but nothing significant.
And it sounds like some people have been stuck in their cars here the whole time, I guess, because of all the emergency responders.
Yep.
Is that going to be opened up sometime soon for people to leave?
Yeah, we're working on it. So, 2 more questions.
Has the gas been shut off in the area?
Yeah, all the utilities are shut off to this building alone.
Can you describe where the firefighters were when they were hurt and what kind of injuries we're talking about?
That's not clear to me at this point in time, and I believe the injuries are blast-related injuries.
So everyone is accounted for?
All of the staff that reported for work in the building today has been accounted for.
Sir, the gas company, they're obviously currently here. They weren't here at the time this happened originally, correct?
Correct. We called all of the utilities to the scene. One final question.
And State Fire Marshal Toomey, in terms of an investigation into a gas leak like this, how do you even begin to investigate when it's such a massive fire like this? What does that process look like for all of you guys?
So, like I said earlier, we do know that there was a 911 call for smell of gas. So we're going to start looking to speak with everyone that was in the building to try to identify, where the gas was strongest, where it was in the building. We're going to assess the meter, work with the utility company to look at the meter and the gas line coming into the building. It's natural gas. We do believe at this point it's isolated to the building. There's no cause for concern or any other properties nearby. It's very specific to this property. And we'll look at the extent of the damage to the building and try to determine, where it came from and get information from people who are there in the building.
Complete loss at this point?
I would say the building is a complete loss, yes.
So the community in Nashville can rest assured tonight that at least they can feel safe coming back to their apartments if they left and evacuated because they were anxious. They can do that.
Yep, that's correct. The problem was isolated to this building and this building alone.
I think the biggest thing, the safety message, is if you smell gas, call 911 and get out. That's the biggest message out of all of this. Hopefully we'll have more answers, hopefully tomorrow, but I'm not confident of that quite yet, but we're trying to narrow in on the exact circumstances here, but we're very confident at this point that it's specific to this property.
Have you clarified yet if there was actually a fire going when firefighters went into the building?
We have no reports of a fire in the building when firefighters went in it.
So they entered the building and there was a smell of gas in the building, but no fire at that time?
That's all the information we have at this point, correct.
Everybody
Thank
good?
you. Thank you guys.
Thank you very
Appreciate it.
much.
Thank you.